Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem YAHAWASHI, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing His word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping His word of sincerity and the truth. Okay, I just wanted to go into this quick lesson, going into how those of us, of the hopeful elect, pushing His word, keeping His word, sincerity and the truth, and believing in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, that you have a different level of peace upon you with everything that's happening in the earth, everything happening over here in the West, and, even your own day-to-day life, prophecies are still coming to pass. With everything going on, a lot of people are really concerned about the future. They're concerned about how 2026 is going to start off and how it's going to be for the year. People are not saying they're not looking forward to 2026. You know how they used to say is next year is their year, new year, new them. Now the things and the mentality of the people are changing, but the mentality of the hopeful elect, which ultimately the elect in general, their mindset hasn't, the mindset of the hopeful elect hasn't changed. Our mindset has not changed. We ain't looking at 2026 like, oh man, I don't think I could do another year stuff going like this or going bad. We're hopeful that things play out so that Yahawashi can return. We ready. We patiently waiting, but we hasten the day. But like I said, the rest of the people, the majority of the people, they don't have anything to look forward to. Their life is not going, and you see it countless amount of times on social media, YouTube. People are saying that their life is not going how they thought it was going to go, And I'm going to read this. This is John 14:27. It says, "Peace I leave with you. My perfect peace," I'm reading the AMP. "My perfect peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Do not let your heart be troubled, nor let it be afraid. Let my perfect peace calm you in every circumstance and give you courage and strength for every challenge." Right. And the perfect peace of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is His words, which we're reading. As the scriptures say, He comes in the volume of the book. Behold, it's written of Him. So when we reading the scriptures, we're becoming closer to Yahweh with Yahawashi, and we're understanding. We're getting a great, excellent understanding of who Yahawashi is and what He expects of us, or what Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua expects of us, and this is how we become closer to Him. And that perfect peace starts to settle in your mind because you start to get an understanding of what they expect of you, how they're building you up, and how they're trying, not how they're building you up. Well, yeah, how they're building you up, but also too, how building you up is going to affect you in the future, and how it's going to, prepare you for what's to come. Because when we think about it, like, we know there's different levels of judgment coming, famine coming, violence is going to continue to increase, persecution is coming, the MOTB is coming, all these things are coming, and yet it doesn't have us worried like it would have the rest of the world worried, because we know who controls everything. We know who in control of it all. So it doesn't bother us. It ain't like it's a pressing issue to the point to where we got to figure out what we gonna do, or else we ain't gonna survive. We know Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is going to take care of everything, because all of this was orchestrated by Him to begin with. So we know He's going to take care of His elect. But these people, they don't have that same hope. That's why I said His perfect peace, and it told us not to be troubled, neither be afraid. Let His perfect peace calm us in every circumstance and give you courage and strength for every challenge. That's why we also getting built up. You're getting built up to a whole nother level that that the people of this earth, especially over here in the West, they're not getting the same treatment, because they don't know Yahawashi. They don't know Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. And I'm going to get another precept. Matter of fact, I just thought about this. Let me see. I guess I can get this too. Which I didn't even plan on getting this, but this is. Okay, I get it. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. I'm starting at verse 4 in the AMP. Therefore, we speak of you with pride among the churches of the Most High for your steadfastness, your unflinching endurance and patience, and your firm faith in the midst of all the persecution and crushing distress which you endure. This is a positive proof of the righteous judgment of the Most High, a sign of his fair verdict, so that you will be considered of his kingdom, worthy of his kingdom, for which indeed you are suffering. For after all of it, only just for the Most High to repay with distress those who distress you. I'm going to read verse 6 in the KJV. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Verse 7, AMP. And to give relief to you who are so distressed, and to us as well when the Lord YAHAWASHI is revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in the flame of fire. Right, see? Dealing out full and complete vengeance to those who do not seek to know the Most High, and to those who ignore and refuse to obey the gospel of our Lord YAHAWASHI by choosing not to respond to him. But the point being verse 7, and I'm going to read that in the KJV. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord YAHAWASHI shall be revealed from the heaven with his mighty angels. See, and we understand these things. We have the complete understanding of YAHAWASHI is on his way back, and he's going that rest is coming to the elect. And we have hope that, we are the elect is coming to those who will be saved. And that's a part of the perfect peace of YAHAWASHI. That's what he gave to us. Because at the time that he was on earth, he told his disciples, and the disciples spread the message of the gospel of the kingdom of heaven. But he also told them, look, this is not the time. The time is coming, but this is not it. But now we're living in that time. So now we have that perfect peace that our Lord is coming to save us physically from the captivity and from all the judgments that the Lord is bringing on the earth. And I'm going to get one more. This is Matthew's chapter 11, verse 29. Well, starting at verse 28. This is actually what I wanted. And I'm reading the KJV. Come to me, all who I'm reading the AMP. Come to me. Yeah, AMP. Come to me, all who are weary and heavily burdened by religious rituals that provide no peace, and I will give you rest, refreshing your souls with salvation. See, it said by religious rituals that provide no peace. You still have all these people that go to church. They listen to all these different sermons. They look up or read all these different books on trying to find spirituality, trying to search for the Lord in all these places, and they can't find them. They can't find their way to the truth. But YAHAWASHI, he said, come to me, all who are weary and heavily burdened by religious rituals that provide no peace, and I will give you rest, refreshing your souls with salvation. And the crazy part about it is you will have people in church or, people who just read the Bible. They'll read this and they'll think about white Jesus, or they'll just think about Jesus in general, JC, and still have no peace, because that's not who YAHAWASHI is. They don't truly understand or know who YAHAWASHI is to fully understand the scripture and to understand the type of peace that he will give you, or the rest that it's talking about. And that's coming from this word, coming from the scriptures, because he's giving us rest both in our minds, and then it's going to translate into an actual physical rest, which is the kingdom. Verse 29, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, following me as my disciple. In the KJV, it says, learn of me. It says, for I am gentle and humble in heart, which is the mind, and you will find rest, renewal, blessed, quiet. Which that's what, rest goes into. Being renewed, being blessed, and quiet for your souls. And the people of this world, especially over here in the West, they haven't found that. They haven't been renewed in the spirit, And I say people, I mean Israelites. They haven't been renewed in the spirit. They're not blessed in the spirit. Matthew chapter 5. They're not experiencing that and quiet in their souls. They're yearning for truth. They're yearning for peace. They're yearning for rest, but they can't find it. They don't have it because they don't know Yahweh or YAHAWASHI. It says, "For my yoke is easy to bear, and my burden is light." So the things that we go through for serving Yahweh or YAHAWASHI, it's not even worthy to be compared to the glory we're gonna get. And that's another part of having that perfect peace. Let's see if I can get that real quick. Romans chapter 8 and 18 in the AMP. "For I consider from the standpoint of faith that the sufferings of the present life are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is about to be revealed to us and in us." Right. See, it's not even worthy to be compared. So when Yahweh say his burden is light and it's easy, to bear, we understand these things. We understand, like it said, what we have to go through. A lot of that, what we have to go through is meant to build us up, for what's to come, build up our characters, correct us in the spirit, because being in this world under Esau, we have learned a lot of, bad habits, bad ways, both physically, but also spiritually. We was unclean, but Yahweh is cleaning us up. And because we understand this and understand what, we have to go through in order for that process to fully take place, because we understand these things, it gives us peace. And this is Matthew 7 and 13. I'm going to stay in the AMP. "Ye enter through the narrow gate," or the straight. Well, I'm gonna read this in KJV. "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat." See, Yahweh said his burden is easy to bear compared to the way of this world, because what what we go through for serving Yahweh is not only just it's not only just. It might seem like it's not, it might seem like we have a more difficult life, or we make things more complicated. And when I say it might seem like that, you might, think about it yourself, the things we suffer or that we go through or that we just have to endure, and things we have to reject, be excluded from, which is not anything bad to us, but how people might perceive it in the world. But what we go through and what we deal with, and the troubles that we endure, is all a part of the straight gate, and it's all building us up for what's to come. And while we're going through it, we have that perfect peace that everything that we're going through is both temporary and is for our benefit. Verse 14, "Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way that which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." And I'm gonna read this on the AMP. "But small is the gate and narrow and difficult to travel is the path that leads the way to everlasting life, and there are few who find it." Right. So we're not trying to be like the rest of the world and be like everybody else. And the rest of the world, they're heading down the pathway to destruction, especially the majority of Israelites over here in Babylon the Great, heading down the path of destruction, and they don't have that perfect peace of Yahweh. He's not with them. They don't know. But those of us of the hopeful elect, we're not worried about the things that's to come in the world, the judgments that's coming probably in a couple months or weeks. We don't know how the Lord gonna do it. It could be days, weeks, months, but we gonna see. But when it happens, we know it's coming, and we're not troubled like the rest of the world as far as mentally. We're not worried about it. We patiently waiting on Yahweh, but the rest of the people, they don't know what they don't have anything to expect. So I guess I ended on this. Sirach chapter Ecclesiastes 12. And 3. Well, I started 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And this is what we're doing, remember our creator, YAHAWASHI, in the days of our youth, meaning while things are still good, while things are still pleasant. Because it's not going into a physical age. It's just going into while things are still in a position where, things haven't all happened yet. All the judgments haven't came to where it's just straight judgment. The doors of mercy are closed. That's why I said, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Meaning, you no longer are enticed by the world, or, you're trying to put the world before the Lord. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Now, verse 3, that's the point. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, meaning the people over here in Babylon the Great, from your greatest all the way down, from the greatest. And it says, and the grinders cease because they are few. And the grinders is going into the workforce. When the workforce declines, this places, because Babylon the Great is going to continually fall. It's continually falling right now. So even like I said, the keepers of the house, and we know who the keepers of the house. It's the Edomites, the so-called white people. And they are the keepers of the house. They are the ones that's controlling everything, And like I said, the strong men, you got companies and different, just companies in general closing down, businesses closing down. These people are losing money. They're losing their society. They're losing their kingdom, rather. I say it like that. And they see their kingdom falling. And like I said, and then it says, and the grinders shall cease because they are few going into your workforce. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. Looking out of the windows be darkened, meaning it's no future, it's no hope. It's like looking out of a window and you expected to see a sunny day, a bright sunny day, so you can go outside and enjoy your day. But instead, it's dark clouds, it's gloomy, and you can tell that something bad is coming. It ain't nothing good, and you don't want to go out there and face it. But you got to go outside regardless. That's how it is for these people. When they see something bad coming and they know they got to get out in it, or rather, they see the society is falling and this economy and this kingdom is falling, and they have no hope, no future to look forward to, But we are not like that. So I'm gonna end it right there. And Lord willing, was the edifying lesson. And on that note, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. And until next time, shalom.